What is up, ladies and gentlemen? You guys like the Joker impression? I probably did Heath Ledger a disservice. Sorry, brah. Didn't mean to. He was great in that movie. Anyway, this is Call of Duty Black Ops once again, because it's just about all I have as of right now. I'm trying to work on getting more games and such, but until, I get a stronger, or a bigger fan base, I should say, I have to, stick with what gets the views, and Call of Duty is what gets the views. So that's what I'm going to post. If you don't like it, go cry me a river. Anyway, the thing I wanted to talk about today is the subject of the DLC for Call of Duty, and I have a fairly interesting view on DLC for Call of Duty. I don't mind if you play Call of Duty enough. The DLC is fine. However, I personally think that $15 for technically 3 multiplayer maps and a zombie map, which I don't even touch zombies unless it's in a party setting, so that's almost like completely useless to me. And plus, yes, this is the first time they've ever released one gun in a DLC package, but one gun that's not going to do it for me. I'm sorry, one gun just does not do it. If you're going to make me pay $15, I better get, like, I don't know, I think 5 brand new maps, plus the zombie map, and then maybe, like, 5 new guns. I think that's worth $15. Anything other than that, though, that's just it doesn't seem worth it to me. And again, like I said, if, you play this game a lot and, hell, you go to school, come back, and that's all you do for the rest of the night, then go for it. It's your money. I can't tell you what to do with it, but $15 for 3 maps and a gun, to me, it's just not worth it. I didn't even get, like, that season pass that all these games seem to be doing now. Where, like, if you buy the game on release for, like, $80, like, you get all the DLC, like, release, which, in the long run, that's actually a pretty good deal, considering, like, the average DLC is going to be worth, what, like, 800 Microsoft points, which comes out to about $10. So, I mean, if you pay $80 for it up front and you get all the DLC in one go, you save... You're going to save a lot of money depending on how much DLC they release. I know with Borderlands 2, they did that, and they've released, like, what is it now, like 4 DLCs, I think, since the game came out. So if you bought the season pass with that, and also, I should mention, they did release a new character to play as well, which you got access to if you bought the season pass on release for free. I had to pay for it because I was stupid and I didn't reserve Borderlands 2 at the start. But, if you do that, that's worth it in my book because, Gearbox is a whole different beast. Gearbox is not, Call of Duty or Treyarch or Infinity Ward. I will openly admit that Gearbox has the whole thing figured out, and, Borderlands is a fantastic game series. If you haven't played it, you should definitely check it out. It's really fun. But yeah, they seem to have it figured out with the whole DLC thing. I understand some people have the argument like, oh, why would you release a new character? Why couldn't you just release it with the new game and whatever? And, that's a fair assessment. It's a fair point. I personally can't argue, I can't argue against it because, yeah, you're right. If you're going to, have like these 4 basic characters and then down the road you're like, oh yeah, well, we're going to release this new one too. It's like, why not just have it in the beginning? Sorry, I can't talk. Why not just have it in the game from the beginning? Which, and plus the fact that, they... I don't know if any of you have played Borderlands 2 and you know the new character. It's called the Necromancer, but that character is overpowered as all hell. So, I mean, it makes all the other characters look like lightweights. So, alright, but we're not talking about Borderlands because we're playing Call of Duty. So, but yeah. I mean, with the success that Call of Duty has had, it makes sense that they're going to try and milk every penny out of people. So, as long as this game keeps doing well, they're going to charge $15 for DLC. So, I mean, I just don't think that it's worth it in the long run. It just is not worth it because I go through highs and lows with Call of Duty, you know. For like a few weeks, it's like the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then for like 6 months, I want to like break the disc in half. So, it's just, I'm not willing to drop that much money on something that, you know, I'm probably won't even use. I think the last time I bought DLC for Call of Duty was actually Modern Warfare 2, which unfortunately that was actually, you know, when I kind of realized how much of a scam that it was, because back in Modern Warfare 2 days, like, yeah, they released 5 maps, but only 3 of them were brand new, and the other 2 were just like remixed. I think they like remade like Overgrown from COD 4 and something else I can't really remember off the top of my head. So that's just, it just drives, after that I just couldn't do it anymore. It's just like, okay, well, I'm paying $15 for 3 maps. It just doesn't seem right to me. That's $5 per map. Like, I don't know. Maybe, you know, if you want to charge that much, maybe like release the maps as like a separate, you know, thing. You could buy each one separately, because I mean, what if, you know, the maps like suck and you don't like some of those maps? Like, do you really want to like pay for those maps? Like, I know I wouldn't. Like, I don't want to pay for I haven't seen too much of the new maps. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to play them, so I don't know which ones are good and which ones aren't. But, you know, usually when they release these map packs, you know, some of them are actually just flat out terrible and nobody even likes them. And it's just like, you paid money for that, you know? I mean, I know you pay, you know, the $60 up front for all the maps that come with the game originally, but that's just like that's like a different thing, because you're just buying a whole brand new game. You know, you're getting like what, 10, 12 maps from the get-go, and then you have, you know, like all the, you know, multiplayer and single player and zombies and all that fun stuff. So, I mean, if you're gonna charge that much money, I think you should make maps available separately, and then maybe, I don't know, like charge like $5 for each separate map. And then, you know, people buy which maps they want to play, because, you know, not everybody's going to like all the maps that you release in a DLC, and having them pay $15 for that DLC is just, in my opinion, it's just ridiculous, because, you know, they're not going to like, if you're not going to like it, you, like, wasted your money on something. So, you know, that's what I think about it. And as far as the gun goes, like, no gun is worth $15. Sorry, I don't care. Unless it shoots nukes, it's not worth $15. The weird thing though is that they even if you don't have the DLC, like, people, you can still play against people who have the Peacekeeper, which is kind of weird to me. But I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like that's an unfair advantage. You know, I'm playing against people who have access to a gun that I don't. That just seems kind of stupid to me. But game's over, guys. Final score was 50-5. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm Saint Cicero. I hope you guys are having a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out. Peace.